mentalistwhitney.com.
Hey everybody, we are here in Atlantic City at the Trump Taj Mahal, and I am next to Mentalist Wayne Hoffman. He's going to be performing here until August 30th, so make sure to see him. How excited are you to be here in Atlantic City?
This is great. You know, I only realized this when I got here, but growing up as a kid, I grew up on the East Coast, and I as soon as we were loading in the show, I remember thinking, I looked back and I said, you know what, as a kid, I always wanted to perform here. And it hit me. I'm like, wow, I actually did it. So yeah, this is great. It's exciting. Huge room, great fun. The crowds have been amazing. So yeah, this is great.
And you are from the East Coast. You're from Pennsylvania, right?
Originally.
Okay, and so have you ever been to Atlantic City before?
Oh yeah, I've had many a night out in Atlantic City. Some I don't remember, as I'm sure some of you can understand. But yeah, of course, these were my stomping grounds before I moved to Los Angeles and then started touring. So yeah.
That's right. And you moved to Los Angeles, and then you've been on all the shows. Recently on America's Got Talent and Ellen Degeneres. Talk to us about those experiences.
Man, you know, I'm still not over it. I feel like I stepped inside of my television. You know, I'm there, I'm sitting on the couch next to Ellen, and I'm looking, I'm like, I'm in my TV. And America's Got Talent, you know, you watch it, but to be on the stage and actually perform was amazing.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Now, do people recognize you, like even just walking around the casino? People are like, I know you from somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, they do. It's hey, it's the Mentalist. Maybe he can help us win at gambling, you know. But yeah, no, people recognize me from the show, recognize me from the posters. This guy, you know, you might have seen this guy somewhere. So yeah, oh yeah, it's fun.
That's cool. Now, okay, so you are in a casino, and I know you do touch on this in your show, but talk to us about gambling and how come you're not out there playing all the tables in the game.
Oh, I am playing. How do you think
Unfair advantage.
How do you think I could afford this suit? No, yeah, I, you know, being a mentalist and understanding statistics, mathematics, and having an analytical mind helps you just in a general sense, let alone gambling, and then my ability to read people, add those two and two together, poker especially. But we won't go too far.
You should do that. You should be in those celebrity poker tournaments.
I've been asked to do it, you know, and I don't know. There's a fine line. I want to be known as the Mentalist, not as the champion poker player.
Okay, I'd rather be the poker player, I think. I don't know. But that's cool. So, okay, so when you're there and people are like, I know you're a mentalist. I saw you on TV. I saw you in Atlantic City. They like, of course, I'm sure everybody goes up to you and they're like, what am I thinking of now?
Oh, yeah, I can't ever hold a normal conversation, ever. Yeah. If I was in a store in Italy, and in Venice, and I went up and I asked this lady how much this Venetian little glass thing was, and she recognized me somehow. I said, how much is this? And she goes, you're the mind reader, you tell me. And I'm like, you know, I get it a lot. It's just part of the game. It's part of my identity. You know what I mean? It's who I am. I'm the mind reader.
You are. Okay. So let's scale it back a little bit. When you were younger and you always wanted to do this, how did you kind of prepare to get to where you are today?
Wow, that's a great question and a long one. Long answer, but I'll give you the short version. I got into magic as a kid, as a hobby, and then later I started studying psychology. And I was always into entertaining people with mystery and magic, so I was like, how can I use psychology for fun and entertainment? So, you know, as a child, I practiced little things like staring at my mom and trying to figure out what number she was thinking of, you know, stuff like that. But the real heavy-hitting stuff didn't come until later. So,
okay,
yeah.
What's the heavy-hitting stuff? Talk to us about
Oh, Lord. I see a lot of people ask me as a mentalist, when I read someone's mind, they say, how did you do that? And there's no one answer. I can't say, well, this is how. It depends on the moment. It's kind of like asking a guy who builds homes, like a contractor, what tool he uses to build a home. Well, it depends on the moment, depends on the job. So I've studied everything from hypnotism, neurolinguistic programming, sociology, biology, biochemistry, of course, magic, sleight of hand, theater, and I just combine all those things to create what I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you choose what you use here? Like in your Atlantic City show, how do you choose the specific things that you're doing? Do you change it based on the people that come up on stage, or is it a set regimen for every show?
The routines and the concept of what I'm attempting to do are always the same. I have a structure, obviously, but in the moment, it depends on the person. Like last night, I had a guy who was extremely analytical, and I read him like a book. He was very engineered, scientific, and left-brained, if you will, and I called called him out on it. I said, you do something that's super, involved mentally. And it ended up he was working for the government in some top secret cryptological, some crazy job where it was very left brain. So yeah, if I have that type of person versus a free thinking hippie, who believes in the spirits, it's two totally different approaches on how I read their mind.
So do you want people to believe that you're reading in their mind, or do you want people to believe that it's an entertainment source?
Well, it's a little bit of both. I'd never claim to have supernatural powers. Anybody that does, I would take that with a grain of salt. Yeah, no, I never say I'm psychic. I say definitely come and be prepared to be entertained. And what I do is I read thoughts, not minds. I'm not really a mind reader, I'm a thought reader, and there is a difference. Thought is a moment in time when somebody is concentrating on a specific thing, and I use my skills to be able to figure it out. But if you don't know that coming in, you're gonna see me do seemingly psychic stunts, So that's the fun of it.
Right. So what am I thinking of right now?
Oh, I can't tell people. This is a family show, isn't it?
Okay. Oh, yeah, it is. How'd you know? I can't even believe you read my mind.
Mind candy.
Mind candy. Now, how did you come up with it? Obviously, mind candy. I mean, we can, deduce how you came up with it, but tell us the story behind it.
Wow, it goes way back. I was trying to think, what could I come up with that has to do with the mind? I'm like, something fun. I'm feeding some people some craziness, and it just popped one day. It's mind candy. I'm giving them a little treat for their mind, something weird, a weird, fun experience.
Okay, so what about the people that debunk it, such as the Amazing Randi? Tell us about your take on that.
Right. I think you have two sides to everything. It depends on the approach. I mean, the Amazing Randi, for those that don't know, was a very popular magician, escape artist who ended up debunking people who claim to have supernatural powers. So I think I get his approach. Again, he's very analytical and a very skeptical person, and I find that to be true with myself. Despite what I do, reading people's thoughts and predicting the future, and I say this in my show, I'm super skeptical. If somebody comes to me and says, "Oh, I hear spirits and all this," I really look at them like, "Okay, really, really?" So again, everything that I do is based on human behavior, psychology, and the mind, not spirits, supernatural, metaphysical ghosts whispering in my ear. Now, again, if you come into the show and you don't know my approach, you might go, this guy, he's psychic, he must be. And even though I tell people what I do, I still have people come up to me after the show and go, yeah, but you're psychic. And it's funny, after I explain for an hour that I'm not, they still believe, because they want to believe that I'm psychic. But
Do you have like a hidden talent that we don't know about?
Well, yes. I am actually, I can freestyle rap.
Oh my God.
I can also do black and white pencil sketch portraits, realistic photo sketches of people with pencil. So I'm an artist. I do that. Trying to think of.
Can you freestyle rap for me? You have to do something. Do something with Whitney, Atlantic City, Entertainment.
All right, I'm about to rap out the hot one, son. So give me the microphone and let me have some fun. Now just give me your attention. I'm about to begin, because this is one of the hottest that Whitney has to bring.
Yeah, I like that. That was awesome.
I don't know. Do not. I hope that's edited out.
No, we're leaving that in, obviously.
What
do you think about the presidential race? What do you think about Donald Trump running?
Wow, very interesting, very exciting. I think Donald Trump's going to make a very sensational run. I'm curious to see where it goes, though. I follow politics very subtly. I try to stay in my own world. I'm focusing on my own mind, not the minds of politicians. But I think it's fun. I think it's about time. I knew Donald Trump would run eventually. It was not if, but when. So, and here we are.
Now, are you married?
No, not married. Nobody wants to be with a mind reader, it seems.
So then I can ask you my question. So, of course, you do touch on this in your show, too, but hitting on women or reading minds of women, they're always, scared of talking with you and you're at a bar?
No. You know what? Honestly, I get where you're going, and it's scary to have someone know what you're thinking. Truly, it helps you break the ice with people. If I walked up to somebody instead of, hey, can I buy you a drink? And I said, hey, were you born in February 9th? Yes, I was. How did you know that? Now, if I do it in a not like, yes, and you're out of milk. It
could
be
creepy.
A little freaky. Right. So there's a fine line. It's just how you approach it.
Yeah, right. How about after a show? What's one of the craziest things a fan has done, like for you, or because they like loved what you did?
I don't even want to put people on blast right now. Let's face it, I am not a household name where every single person in America knows who I am. But the fans that do know me and they follow and they drive 8 hours to see my show and stuff like that, they get crazy. I've been in a hotel room. I remember where it was too, and I was sitting in my hotel room. I just got back from a show. I'm relaxing. I put my sweatpants on. Nobody knows I'm there. Nobody knows anything. And there's a knock at the door. And there's this chick. And I'm like, who is this person? I open it. She goes, hi, I just really liked your show. And I'm like, security, But
Yeah, right. You're probably like, hey, come on in. Hey. No.
Well, it depends on how I'm feeling. No. It was a little very. I mean, no. She wasn't there to kill me, which is nice. I'm still here.
Bitches be Cray.
True. What she speaks is the truth.
Bitches be Cray.
It's true.
But it's true. But it was flattering and it was nice.
Yes, correct. Yeah, I mean, if somebody goes out of their way to really say thank you and you did a great job, that's kind of cool. As long as you're not trying to make a mask made out of my skin.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, we don't want any of those peeps. No.
Yeah.
So what are those peeps? I'm trying to be cool. Okay, right. You wrote a book. So tell us about the book. And I guess most of your motivational speaking is based off of what's in the book.
You got it. Yeah.
So let's talk about that.
Well, I grew up in the middle of nowhere in Pennsylvania, and my dream was to travel around the world doing magic and reading people's thoughts and doing this stuff. I wanted to be on TV and have cool interviews with cool people. And everyone thought I was crazy, but fast forward, it worked. I've been on TV all over the world, and I had nothing to start with. So a friend told me you need to write a book and explain your process for doing these things. So I did. So I wrote a book called Mind Candy, the same as the show. And all my motivational speaking is based on everything in the book. It's basically a 4-step process that I teach people on how to achieve goals. It changes the paradigm, the lens through which you view the world, so to speak. And it helps people clear all the junk out and analytically.
And only in 4 steps.
The 4 main steps. I mean, there's obviously other things involved in it, but the 4 steps that you follow to get there. And it's a clear-cut path to success.
So where can we find information about that?
The book's on Amazon if you want to, Amazon.com, search Mind Candy, or go to WayneHoffman.com for details.
Meeting celebrities. When were you ever starstruck?
Wow, there's only been a handful of times.
Okay.
I'll say one of the coolest moments for me, I filmed a short film with Steven Tyler of Aerosmith. And me growing up listening to his music in my household, he walked in, and I'll tell you what, for everyone watching, Steven Tyler's cool, and you think, okay, he's a cool guy. No, he's cool. He's not acting cool. He's not a cool entertainer. The guy is just cool. So when he walked in, it was awesome.
I'll just say, and I heard you have a DVD. It just came out. Talk to us about it.
Yeah, I have Secrets to a Super Memory, and this is cool because it just literally today they go on sale, and I'm teaching people how to have a super memory. Okay. It's a 19-minute DVD, and in 19 minutes you can learn how to memorize a list of objects or things, names, forward and backward like that. I take very well-known memory techniques and I put my own spin on it and make it a little fun. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. I need that because I forget people's names all the time. I see them and I'm like, hey, and they just told me their name and I don't remember it. So I might need to get
Wayne
that.
Hoffman.
Oh, that's right. I already forgot. Thanks, Wayne. Oh, there it is. Okay, everybody. So come to the Trump Taj Mahal to see Wayne Hoffman, Mentalist. You are going to love it. It's an amazing show. WayneHoffman.com. You could find his book, a DVD, anything right there, WayneHoffman.com. I'm Whitney Ullman. Make sure to follow me at GoToWhitney for more celebrity interviews, entertainment news, and event information right here in Atlantic City.